Hi, this is Ratan Gupta from Knowledge Varsity. In this video session, we are going to understand how to use custom data validation in Excel. So there is a company who has employees, and the company's employees have employee code which are alphanumeric. The total length of the employee code is 6. The first letter is an alphabet and the last 5 letters are numeric. So using the default data validation in Excel, it can't be checked whether the employee codes are valid or not. So we have to write a custom data validation. So you go to data validation and you can see a custom formula to be written. However, the custom formula we will first write in Excel and then we'll copy and paste it here. What are the criteria? Total length is 6. We can use the len function to find out the length of this text. So it is 6. However, to let the computer validate whether it is 6, we'll say equal to 6. So it becomes a boolean and the output will be true or false. So its output is true. Then we'll see whether the last 5 are number or not. We can write this text comma 5. So it is 20562. Then there is a function in Excel which is ISNUMBER. It checks whether a value is number and return true or false. So we'll check this. It looks like a number, so we expect the output to be true, but we see that the output is false. Now what could be the issue? The issue is that this write is a text function and by default all the output it produces will be text. So we have to first convert the output to a number. So we have a function in Excel which is value. So what the value does? Value converts a text string that represents a number to a number. So if the string is a number, it will get converted to number. So we'll say value text and we'll get it into converted to a number, and you can see that the output of ISNUMBER is now coming as true. So I will copy this and paste it here, and copy this, cut this entire formula and paste it here. So is last 5 are number? It is true. But if I change this to A, see last 5 are number is becoming false. Next I have to find out whether the first letter of employee code is character or not. I will take left function because left returns the specified number of characters from the start. So this I will input as 1 and it comes as A. In Excel you have a function ISTEST. So you may be thinking, okay, we can use ISTEST. So I will give this value and it gives true. So you may be inclined to take this, but there is a problem. See, if this becomes 1, then also ISTEST gives true. The reason is similar to right function, the left function will also produce the output as text even if the value is non-text. So we can't use ISTEST here. So we'll convert this to value and you will check for ISNUMBER, this value, it comes as true. But we don't want the value to be there, we want the text. So if it is not a number, then I can say is a text. So we will negate it with using the not function. So we'll say not ISNUMBER and it is false, right? If it becomes A, see it comes as true. Don't worry about this, but the output is true. So what we can do is we can take this value, paste it, and we can cut this entire formula here and paste it here, right? So the first is character, true, last 5 are numbers, true, length is 6, true. Then all the conditions are true. We can use and we can say this comma this comma this. So all the conditions are true. If this becomes A, see all the final is coming as false, even though this criteria is true, this criteria is true, but this is false, so the overall condition is false. What we should do is, we instead of B4 C4 D4, we should write the formula which is here. So I'll copy this, delete it, copy this, delete this, copy this and delete this, and then overall condition is there. This is one way to do. You could also actually use the clipboard to do it. Next we'll create the data validation. So data validation. The validation criteria should be custom, please remember, and then you have to write the formula. So we'll copy the formula from here. We go to data validation and then custom, and we'll paste it. Please remember that your formula should have equal to, otherwise it will not work. So ensure that your formula will have equal to. If the formula does not have equal to and you write like this and you say okay, then you can, if you enter let's say 1, it is saying data is not valid, even though the data is valid. It is because in the data validation it is thinking that you will have this value, which is not correct, because we are interested in the formula. So we should write equal to before the formula, then it will take, and we say okay. And now if I write 1, it is valid. If I write A, then it is invalid. If this is 1, this is invalid, and if the length is more, it is invalid, right? Now only the thing is the messages are not proper. You could put it in the data validation. You can put your input message and error alert appropriately. Next, now in this case, a company has alphanumeric employee code. Total length is 6. First 2 letters are alphabet and last 4 letters are numeric. Now how do we achieve this? So we'll start with, again, your length equal to 6. I can copy this, and yes, the length is equal to 6. Then last 4 are numbers. I will copy this here. Now instead of 5, I will make it 4. It comes as true. Then the first 2 is a character. So what we do is we copy this because it was first a character, and then instead of number of characters as 1, we put 2, and the first 2 is a character. It comes correctly. Now the issue is this first 2 as character. Okay, let's see. If I make this as A1, so see, even A1 is not a character, the output that is produced here is true. It is because we are testing for ISNUMBER. Definitely A1 is not a number, and hence it produces false. Not a false is true. Hence this setting will not work. So only when it first is a character it will work. When first 2 you are testing as a character, this kind of scheme will not work. So we have to think slightly different. What I will do is I will test for the length and test for the numbers. Let's say all 4 are numbers. Okay, only thing is I will check this. Next we have to find out whether the first is a character. So I can copy here. Okay, I can check whether the first is a character. Yeah. Then what I should do is I should also then find out whether the second letter is a character or not. So we have to check them individually. So what I will do is I will use the mid function in Excel. This is the text. I will start from the second character, and the total number of characters is 1. I should get B. Then I will convert this to value. If you see, if I put this as 1, this comes as 1. Then I will say whether this is number. Yes, this is a number, but we want negation, so we'll say not. So it comes as false, right? So it is not a number, but if this becomes A, this comes as true. So what we'll do is we'll copy this formula, and instead of D11 we'll paste it, and then not, I will copy from here, I will delete it and paste it, right? So now I can put all condition, and I will say and this comma this comma this comma this. Now it is coming as false because the first is not a character. If I make it AA, the condition comes as true. So this is how you can make it, and then we'll create the data validation. I will use clipboard and I will show you how we can copy this entire thing. So you can go to home and click on this clipboard. So clear all. Once the clipboard is open, I will copy this Then go to the next one, copy this, go to the next one, copy this, and now we'll go to E11. We'll delete E11 and we will paste this here. We'll delete D11, we'll paste this, we'll go to C11, we'll paste this, and we'll go to B11 and paste this and press enter. Right? So what we have now is the entire formula written here. It looks like a big formula, that's why we have to create this on Excel and then go to the custom validation. I will copy this entire formula, then go here, go to data validation. In this, go to custom, write the formula and press OK. Now if I am inputting 1, it should not allow. If I am inputting BB, it is allowing. If I am inputting A here, it is not allowing. So that is how it will work. Thank you.